Hey travelers, welcome back to another episode of Canadian Star Wars Outpost. If you're new to the channel, my name is Greg, and I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe to help grow my channel and let YouTube know that I'm making okay videos. Anyways, it's been a little while since I've made a video. Life has kind of caught up with me. I've also recently joined the 501st, so I've been going out and doing troops and extra little things, so I haven't had as much time as I'd like to put towards my YouTube channel, but we're back today, and today I actually have a pretty awesome costume that came in through the mail that I've been waiting for about a month. So without further ado, I did order a Darth Vader A New Hope costume. So I ended up purchasing this costume as a third market buyer. He's actually in the 501st in Ukraine. So this package, it's taken a little bit to come over, and I will show you what the package looks up. It got a little bit beat up on the way. I believe it came by boat. I haven't looked at any of this stuff yet, so this is all new to me too. We're gonna open it kind of together. And he did say that he put some extra goodies in there for me, so I have no idea what they are, so I'm kind of surprised, excited to see what it will be. But the first thing is first, I did open, came in two packages. The first one I opened because I got it a couple days earlier, which was the lightsaber. So here is the lightsaber that he shipped for my Darth Vader costume. So I believe this is straight from A New Hope, which has a little bit of a different look to it than what I'm used to. I have a Disney's Galaxy's Edge lightsaber, so it's more straight. This one's actually, the switch is actually to the right a little bit, so I'll bring this up close for you to look at. But here's the saber up close. But as you can see, if you hold it straight up and square, the switch is actually a bit to the right, and I don't know if that's supposed to be the way it is. It still looks really good. I just found it a little surprising that the switch is a bit to the right. But that was the first part that showed up in the mail. Everything's functioning and works. Everything works all right, so happy with that, but let's dig into the bigger package and see what we got in there. Before we dive into the bigger package, I just want to touch base about why I decided to go with this costume. For me personally, I think Darth Vader looks the best. This is just my own opinion, but I believe Darth Vader looks the best in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series and Rogue One and A New Hope. So it was harder for me to kind of find a Rogue One costume, so I decided to go with this one. There are a little bit of different tweaks between every costume, but I felt like out of all the Sega, those three suits looked the best to me, so I decided to go with this one. So let's kind of dig in and see what we got in here. It's kind of all just placed in here too, so it looks like we'll be starting with the cape. And yeah, some of the styrofoam packaging, again, it's been on I believe this got shipped by boat. This box is pretty mangled. It's been destroyed. But that's why there's these fluffs everywhere. But we have the cape. Oh, I believe this might just be all of the light material. What do we got here? So we do have the cape, so it does have the chain and the leather kind of collar for it, which it's supposed to have. So this would be a different material than the normal cape is. If you haven't seen my rubies video, I recommend going back and watching the rubies video and kind of comparing the two suits, because this one will be much higher quality. But anyways, this has the leather collar on it, like it should. And the collar, or the chain that holds the cape together, is separate like it should be. It is attached to the ruby suit. But we believe this is just the cape. So this is the cape here. It's a little wrinkled. It's going to need some ironing and cleaning up, but I mean, you just kind of put it in the box for me, so I'm fine with that. It's got a different kind of material on the inside, so it seems like this side is a little bit darker and has no shine to it. And this side is a little bit shinier, which is interesting. But that is the cape. So he's got some more soft materials here in this bag. I'm trying not to get these white fluffs everywhere. But here is the gloves. I will at the end of the video kind of go through his description of what he sold to me and kind of give you more detail of where all this stuff came from or what company made them. I am not going to quote anything or guess right now. I'm really not sure. This is more of me just opening it for the first time and seeing what everything looks like. But I have the gloves here. So bring these up closer for you. So here is the glove for the left hand. So soft leather material with an in lining and the stripes going horizontal. Next we have, it looks like he gave me an undersuit, which is nice. So this wouldn't normally come with a costume, but they always recommend it. This seems to just be an undersuit for it. And a balaclava, which I have one for myself. I don't know if I'll use this one, but he still sent me a balaclava, which is super nice of him. Underrobe. Alright, now we have the leather. So this is the top, it is a two-piece. This looks like it might be a bit small for me, but I haven't tried it on yet, so I don't really know. It just looks small. But this is the top. And the bottom half. It's a little bit older. I'm not sure who makes this. This leather seems a little bit worn out, but we'll see what we can do with it. And this looks like just another undershirt for underneath the whole costume. Yeah, just another undershirt. Don't really need that for the costume, but he sent it for me anyways. And then we have the boots. So here's the boots. These are size 10. He said they're all German style boots, which is actually pretty neat to me. But they are size 10, so they're too small for me, so I'm gonna have to order new boots. I knew that ahead of time. He did put that in the description, but these are the boots that he sent with them. According to his description is an EFX Darth Vader helmet. So it looks like the cod piece is tucked under here too. So give me a minute, fast forward while I cut this open. But we'll see what we got. So we'll stop here. First things first, we have the cod piece. So everything's made of leather belt, goes around, and some Velcro just to hold it down. So gave me a nice case with it. So here's the helmet. These white fluffs everywhere. We're gonna have quite the mess to clean up. But first reveal of the helmet. This is supposed to be an EFX helmet. So let's see. Well, from this side it looks really nice. And here it is. So this is an EFX helmet. Don't know what year it was made or how long he had it for, but compared to the other helmets I have, this one looks really nice. So here is the helmet from EFX. I have one of these on order, but since I bought the costume, I just canceled it because it came with one, and this one is in pretty good shape. So I'm happy with this. Lenses are a little scratched, but again, it's a used helmet, so I can't really complain too much about it. And I have no idea how this comes apart. It probably just lifts off, but we'll do that later, just because I don't want to mess around with it right now. So here's the shoulder armor, or part of it, anyways. So again, cut this open, we'll fast forward through this stuff so you don't have to watch me do this. So here's the front plate of the shoulder armor. It's actually got styrofoam in here too, or padding, just to kind of push it off of your chest when you're wearing it, just to kind of make it look not as flat. But this looks really nice. I'm super impressed with this. It's got some, again, it's a used costume. It's got some dings. I'm gonna have to do some extra work to clean it up. But this looks overall really nice. There we go here. So here's the shoulder parts for the chest armor. So they have some Velcro parts here. I believe this is going to be your, the right side. So we got some Velcro tucked under here. And I like that they use the strip so I can actually adjust this if I'm bigger, so this actually works out better for me. But with a quick kind of put together, without this falling off, this is kind of what you're looking with. So some chest armor. On to the shin guards. Okay, these are the shin guards right here. So one, I don't know if these are labeled. I might have to figure this out, because I was always told on Vader's suit that I believe one of the shins is actually taller than the other. I'm not 100% sure on that. Again, if anyone knows, I'd love to see your comments. It's just what I've been told. I'm sure we could find out. I just held them here. They look to be the same size. So 2 shin guards, and I believe this is going to be all my electronics. So the way they have this suit set up is actually the buttons on the belt actually are already kind of built-in soundboards or sound fonts for Vader. So I believe that's what all that is. All right, what one do I open first? There is white fluff everywhere. Let's go with the electronics. I believe the lightsaber he sent to me is a Black Series, because this looks super familiar. He has also a 3D printed Vader saber, just to take some weight off. So this is a 3D printed Vader lightsaber. Here is the belt. I have this upside down, but here is the belt. Yeah, so as you can see, these are actually sound fonts. So these buttons actually go press, which is very neat. Oh, okay, so this is for the lightsaber, this is the belt clip there. Okay. And then this looks like the speaker for it. I'm not sure what this is actually, but hey, it's new. We'll play with it, find out what it is. This looks like a speaker for it though. And here's my chest box. Chest box for it. I believe that's everything. All right, so I'm probably gonna wash some of this stuff and clean it all up, and then I'm actually gonna put it on my mannequin so we can get an overall look of what the costume actually looks like. Hey travelers, welcome back. So I took time to put it on my mannequin, so we'll kind of get a look of what it actually looks like. Before we do, obviously it's just on a mannequin, it needs some adjustments. This was just a quick put it on the mannequin and see what it looks like kind of thing. The cape is very wrinkled, and so is the inner robe cape. It's very wrinkled, so I know there's some stuff we have to do. But I have my lights on right now, and we'll kind of take a look at what it looks like. And then I'll turn the lights, like brighter lights on, and we can get a closer in-depth look. So here we go. So here it is. So that's the Vader suit that I purchased, A New Hope style. So this is just kind of what it looks like, and underneath there is some batteries under here to turn this on. Hopefully I don't get shocked. The belt needs a power line, which I'm not going to put in right now, but the cool thing is actually he has some built-in buttons in here for voice, sound effects and stuff like that, which also turns on the lights on the belt. But this is it. So obviously, like I said, it has some wrinkles. It is just sitting on a mannequin, so things are not sitting perfectly. But I think overall, this suit looks very nice. Definitely worth the money and the wait, I think. It's just an overall nice build that this gentleman had done on his free time. Looking at the pieces overall, definitely the chest armor, the shoulders, the belt, the chest box are all 3D printed and built customized. Same with the shin guards, 3D printed. The gloves, I'm not sure. They do look like Endor Finder gloves, but I can't quote on that for sure. It is from Ukraine, so whether or not the gentleman had it shipped out to him over there at a certain time. The helmet is EFX. But yeah, this is the overall look of the suit. So give me 1 second, we'll open this back up, but I'll turn normal lights on just to get a normal view of it. All right, so with the lights off and just kind of sunlight and my room light on, this is what it looks like. So as you can see, right, the inner rope has a lot of wrinkles. It was just kind of stuffed in the box and sent over, so I'm gonna have to iron that out and clean it. But the gloves look really nice. I'm really impressed with the leather. The two-piece leather looks really nice. The shin guards, obviously it's on a mannequin, so they need to be higher up, but they're just kind of sitting at his ankles right now, and the boots do not fit on this mannequin just of the way it's propped up. But yeah, I'm gonna take a closer look on the shoulder and just the design of the shoulder, which follows that New Hope style. It's a little scuffed, but again, used costume, can't complain that much. It's all just held on by Velcro. The one thing I noticed, just for the neck chain, it's kind of just the way it sits. Like you can see it there. It's just really tucked in, and this mannequin's head sits on this thing weird. Like even if you look at the face, that's actually the top of the mannequin's head. So it just kind of sits weird. So I'll have to do some adjustments when I actually put it on. But yeah, overall, I think this is a great buy. It's been a little bit of a wait to get it, but I think this looks really nice. I'm super impressed with it. Again, definitely worth the money. And then yeah, as you can see, just because of again how this sits on the there, you can see the Velcro here for the cod piece just a little bit better. But it is what it is. I mean, it's just sitting on a mannequin. I'm fine with even just how it looks on the mannequin, but obviously I'll make some adjustments and see what I can do to make it a little bit better, but overall impressed. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And actually, before we go, he did send me some extra stuff. I found them in the box, which I'll share with you. He sent me some pretty cool Legion stuff, so let's take a look at that. So here is some of the stuff that he sent me. So he actually sent me a pile of 501st Ukraine Legion stickers, which was very nice of him. It's a lot of duplicates, but those are the two, in my opinion, the two coolest ones that he sent me. So I got some of those. I got, it looks like a resin printed Darth Vader head. Some patches. And definitely the coolest thing that he sent me, which is just up here, is this 501st Ukraine Outpost coin with Darth Vader on it, which matches the patch down below there, and just on the back is the Stormtrooper. But yeah, those are some of the cool things that he sent me. So love to see your feedback in the comments below, guys, and I'll see you next time.